Explaining tough guy to a straight person. No whiteboard. Maria wanted the whiteboard apparently, but this story is easier than last time.
I guess no whiteboard.
I speed read the last 100 pages of this on June 29th because I knew I was coming over that day and that we could potentially record that video and I could get it edited and uploaded for the next day and it would still be up during Pride Month. But Layla told us that she was not sitting through another hour and a half of dumbass gay hockey players, her words. So, hashtag Layla is over party in the comments.
I hope this one doesn't last an hour and a half.
It shouldn't. I see no reason why it would, although Layla supposedly is coming over soon with children in tow.
So let's try like sub 30 minutes.
So hopefully. Anyway, so this book, I told you last time who the hockey player was, so...
Ilya.
What?
Razanov.
So I can't have you guess character names this time. Remember Ryan Price?
Oh, yes, at the end. Yes.
No. He was in the middle of the last book.
Oh, he's the one who went to jail.
Nope, that was Zulo.
Oh, God.
Price was that guy who just showed up in the middle of the second book for absolutely no reason, and was, he, basically all we knew about him was that, well, he got traded between teams like every single season, and he was the, like, well, as this book title says, like the tough guy who just like beats people up, and he's terrified of flying, and Razanov helped him with his fear of flying a little bit. And they were on the same, Razanov and him were on the same team for one season, and it was the season that they won the Stanley Cup. And that was pretty much all we ever knew about him. Like, he was just kind of there for absolutely no reason. Except, actually, the reason was that he was always going to be the main character of this one. So that's him. He's a ginger.
Why is he sad?
Well, because he's kind of a sad person, as we find out in
And
this
why
book.
is there a gay violin twink?
So this guy is called Fabian. His name's Fabian.
Fabian.
Fabian Sala.
Fabian.
He's Lebanese.
It's Fabian.
That's why, yeah.
Is it Fabian or Fabian?
It's Fabian.
Put it down in the comments.
Yeah, he's got a violin and one of these horrible fucking shirts that is an abomination to fashion
Off the shoulders?
where it's asymmetrical and it makes me want to die.
Well, I think the whole vibe is no, we're getting off topic. I think it's supposed to be like an off-the-shoulder, like, baggy sweater. Except the sleeves are tight. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like gay people do a lot of things.
If you wear a shirt that's asymmetrical like this, I do want your rights taken away, just so you know.
I don't like his shoes.
What are these, like, what are these called? These are like clogs or something.
Like, they're called like loafers.
These are not, they have a heel.
Lawyer shoes.
I don't know. But he has a lot of different like outfits that he wears, and he's a violin player, as indicated here. Which, yeah, there's a violin right here. And in the first book, we didn't talk about these ever before, but on the first book there was a blueberry smoothie here because obviously. And in
Straw plus fucking berry.
And in the second book, for some reason, there was a duck here.
A duck.
A duck, and I spent the entire second book wondering, why is there a fucking duck on the spine?
What was the purpose?
Like, anyone who has anatinophobia is gonna hate this.
Anatinophobia? What is anatinophobia? Oh, ducks?
Yes.
Who is afraid of ducks? They're so cute. Or is it you?
No. Okay. Well, and then towards the end of the second book, I didn't talk about this because it wasn't important to the story, but towards the end of the second book, there's a scene, which is very funny, actually, and it's also funny in the show, where there's a loon, and a loon is kind of like a duck.
What the fuck's a loon?
So that's what the spine image actually was a loon, not a duck.
What is a loon?
It's a bird that's kind of like a duck.
But why is that applicable to...
I have no idea why. It doesn't make any sense that was on the spine of the second book. Also, something that people were talking about, like the discourse, I guess, is that these books shouldn't have these animated covers because it makes them look like they're not full of sex scenes.
That is true. That is like a gripe I have with like YA novels nowadays. Like they do look like they're geared towards children, except they're not. However, like were we supposed to put live action people on the cover? I wouldn't like that much either.
Well, these started out as ebooks, I guess. And they like only got published physically in like a couple years ago.
They should start making them like those books from like the 90s, 2000s romance novels. Where they're like kind of they're like semi-realism with like the big ass werewolf shirtless guy and like the damsel in distress. You know what I'm talking about?
Like Twilight or something?
No.
Well, Twilight's the apple.
The apple. No. Like the ones that are the books that are only this big that you can buy at like Dollar General.
Oh.
And they
yeah.
have like the weird ass semi-realism covers that are like really freaky. Like that brand of novel.
And then my appearance really should be addressed. Why am I wearing this hat that doesn't match anything else?
I think your hat matches.
It's horrible, God. It's like this bright fucking turquoise
Then why'd
color.
you buy it?
Well, listen, because I like it. Like, I like this hat. I didn't realize at the time that it doesn't really look good on me, especially considering I only wear dark colors.
Well, that's why it matches, though, right? Like
No, it looks horrible.
yes. So listen to me. The like color right here matches like your clothes, and your clothes are neutral, so you can wear a bright color with neutrals, and it's fine. It's
No,
like,
I think bright colors should only be worn with other bright colors.
that is a falsehood. Again, gay fashion. Say no more.
I don't have my finger on the pulse of gay fashion or any other kind of fashion. She's wearing a red Taylor Swift shirt.
I don't even like Taylor Swift.
That's why it's so weird.
I think I got this at Goodwill many years ago, but like, it's like.
But at the time,
it's,
we
like,
could have never
super-
predicted the Taylor Swift
It's
dystopian
like
wedding.
super baggy, so it's like a nice. Like,
If you see me
pajama
scratching my leg a whole bunch, it's because I have a million mosquito bites from the 4th of July. And then afterwards, our like entire town got ravaged by a tornado, so that was really fun.
That did happen. We got so fucking blasted on 4th of July, and then literally like Sunday after, like the 5th or the 6th, was it?
But it was on the 5th.
The 5th, like the day after 4th of July, there was a tornado in our town.
So there's been this. Oh yeah, and this is from Seattle because I was in Seattle and I bought this before I even left the airport, and I'm wearing it now because apparently it's hockey. I didn't even know at the time that it was hockey. I was just like, it's a nice hat. This does not mean that I'm a Seattle fan necessarily, but maybe I have to be now because I was gonna get a Seahawks thing. I'm not even necessarily a fan of them either, but they took the Super Bowl away from the Patriots, so I have to support them a little bit. But the Seahawks have kind of the worst coloration ever, like navy blue, dark lime green, and light gray. It's
What about this piece of red?
You barely notice it. I'm sure the people watching can't notice it. All two of them. So this book starts after Heated Rivalry. So I think it starts before the epilogue of Heated Rivalry, though, which I didn't realize. Basically, we start with Ryan Price getting traded yet again, because that's what he does.
Is he real? Does that mean he's really good or he's really bad?
Well, see, he's kind of a bench warmer, honestly.
Then why does everybody want him?
Well, see, the only thing coaches use him for is beating people up. So here's the deal, right? He's like a defenseman guy, I think, like a forward, I think is what it's called.
Forward and defense are opposites.
No.
Yes,
Wait.
yes.
I don't think she knows hockey. I don't know hockey.
I mean, I know soccer. And it's
So-
kind of the same.
Here's the deal, right? Like, the coaches just keep him on the bench except when they need him to beat someone up, basically.
So why is everybody so eager to have him?
Well, no, it's the opposite. Like, if someone keeps getting traded, that means that none of the teams actually do want him.
Oh, so he should just low-key, like, quit hockey.
So he just got traded from Buffalo to Toronto. So the Toronto team is called the Guardians.
Those places are like neighbors. They're like an hour away.
Toronto's team is called the Guardians, which I don't think is real. I'm pretty sure we've arrived at the conclusion that none of the hockey teams in these is real. But basically, it's like beat people up so that they don't try to come for our star players. That's every single team who wants him. That's what they do with him. They call it paying the price when he beats someone up because his last name is Price, and he hates that. He hates it so much. He hates beating people up. He pretty much hates everything about this. Like I said, he is an
Then
unhappy
why
person.
is he a hockey player?
Because he does love hockey. Like, he grew up loving hockey and shit, and then he just because he's a really big guy. He's very capable of beating people up. He's already 6'7" and like 1,000,000 pounds. So
That's on the internet forever.
yeah. By the way, she put on a full face for this for some reason.
No, okay, I didn't want the internet to see me without makeup. Is that a crime?
Yes.
No.
Because
also, I have to
no
go
one
to work
watches
in like
this.
2 hours, so
Okay, but you work at a place where there's vomit everywhere.
Right, but yeah, I guess I really don't need makeup for work either, but I've been working there for a year, and I wear makeup every single time I go to work. So if I show up and I'm not, everyone's like, oh my god, Maria, what, are you like sick today? Are you like tired?
She does work with very evil nurses.
So it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I kind of wish that I never did. Because then, like, if I never did it all, then I never feel this pressure to keep doing it. However, I've done it for like a year, so I have to. The other part of that though is like, okay, so it's like I have to keep doing it, and there's like a thing of like, for girls, I feel like if you wear makeup out in public, people are gonna treat you nicer than if you're not, because it looks like you care about how you look and like you're put together and you look prettier, so people treat you nicer. And I would assume the same concept applies for your workplace. However, at the hospital, it just makes them hate you. But it's too late to change that and not wear any, because I think the risks outweigh the benefits. Because like, oh my god, why is she trying so hard? It's literally like the hospital. But old ladies, you're like, wow, you're so beautiful. You should be a movie star. And I'm like, wow, thank you. I'm geeked.
This is our version of movies, apparently. These videos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Next time somebody says that, I'd be like, guess what? I was in a movie.
It was 1 hour and 17 minutes long, so it's pretty much a movie.
I don't know. No, but you know what I found though? The day shift nurses, I feel like the day shift, like the 6 to 6 or 7 to 7, I feel like they're the ones who should be wearing makeup, because like there's a bunch of people's families and all the doctors, and it's the daytime, and they're the ones who never have any makeup on. But then the night shift nurses always have full beads. Like, I work with at least 3 nurses who like do like full eyeshadow, like 2016-ass eyeshadow looks, and like full face makeup for night shift. I feel like it's a thing of like, if you put on makeup, then you feel like you're awake, and then you can like start your, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to, when I was working day shift, that would help, because it'd be like 4:45 in the morning and I have to go to work, and I'd be like, fuck. But if I put on makeup, like beating your face with stuff, like, it helps you wake up a little bit. Let's get to the book.
And that was Maria's defense of wearing makeup.
I also just think that like, I like to look pretty, and I think without makeup I look really chopped, so.
So, if we're done talking about makeup,
We're done.
How
did we get on that topic in the first place?
Because I mentioned that you were insistent on putting on makeup.
Oh, yes. My clothes are in the washer. Can I go switch my clothes?
Are they done in the wash?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Let's finish this first.
So, Ryan Price plays for the Toronto Guardians now, and he's been tasked with beating people up to protect the star player Dallas Kent, who's an asshole. I mean, really, is just an asshole.
Dallas Kent? Is this Ella?
I didn't think about that.
I wonder if she's watching this.
No.
If she is, hi Ella, I love you. Like, she loves.
Like Dallas Kent, and he loves having sex with women, and he talks about it in explicit detail all the time.
Yeah.
He just has like sluts over his house all the time. And then, so the only person on this team, and then the other thing is like, because Price doesn't ever really make friends with anyone. He just like keeps to himself, and he's also gay, and he like just tries to keep that unknown.
Well, maybe because he's so like not fun. Maybe that's why everybody hates him.
Well, he also has like major anxiety. Like, I mean, he has like crippling anxiety in like pretty much every single situation in life.
No, he's just like me for real though. Well, I can't even like say that. Like, me and Michael just had like a whole in-depth conversation the other day about the concept of like being outgoing. Like at work. Are you outgoing at work? Do you talk to people?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I really try not to unless like they talk to me. But I feel like that makes me seem like standoffish. But like, if I was inserting myself in the nurses' conversations, they would also be really mad at me. They'd be like, what? This is not your conversation. Why are you rant? Like, they would just like ignore what I'm saying. So like, I don't want to intrude. See, but then you have this juxtaposition of Michael's a man in healthcare, and like, so like, he's just gonna be popular at work no matter what he does. Like, yeah. But that's what I'm saying though. So anyways, I relate to him.
Yes. So he has terrible anxiety just all the time. And so he's never really had any friends. His coaches really want him to be friends with people, but also beat up other people, and he just really is tired of all of this. And he makes one friend on the Guardians whose name is Wyatt Hayes.
Okay.
And I think he's a goaltender, if I remember his position. So that's the prologue. Yes, it took us this long just to talk about the prologue because we keep on talking about other things because that's what we do on this channel. So then our other main character is Fabian, who is who hates hockey so much, like he really just cannot stand it at all. And if you look at the dedication to this book,
It feels like spiritually us. I can't like say anything further about that. I'm just like,
every single one of these books is dedicated to her husband.
to Matt.
Yes.
Would Matt enjoy the content of the
Some of her books are dedicated to other people as well, but they're all at least dedicated to him.
But like, so like if I was writing gay hockey slut, like would Michael enjoy that I was writing that?
That's the question you have to ask him.
Like I just don't. I mean, I don't know, but like, I don't know that he'd be so thrilled that I would have to like dedicate my books to him. I don't know. Continue.
So anyway, Fabian Sala is our other main character. Both he and Ryan are from Nova Scotia, which I thought was a city. It's a province.
It is a province.
Ryan is from Ross Harbor, which may or may not be a real place. I obviously don't know a lot about Canada.
I'm listening.
And Fabian is from Halifax, which I believe is where Rachel Reed herself is from.
What the hell is from Halifax?
That's actually, I think, a bigger city in Nova Scotia. It might actually be the capital. I don't know. I thought Nova Scotia was a city. Yes, our next door neighbors, even Americans don't know about. Well, basically, back in the day, Ryan and Fabian lived in the same house, okay?
Okay.
Because the Salas, basically, Fabian is the only one in his family who doesn't like hockey, okay? His parents are obsessed, his siblings are obsessed, and his parents, like, when they had a son, they wanted it to be, like, a hockey player, okay? And then they got Fabian, who hates hockey with his whole life and who would rather, like, be a singer.
I have no food at all.
I see a box of Fruity Pebbles.
Do you want Fruity Pebbles?
Well, we could eat Fruity Pebbles because we're talking about fruity people.
But like, they're probably really fucking stale.
I don't doubt it.
When did I buy these? They don't expire until August.
Well, okay, let's eat them now. That's next month. Oh, these don't... Wait. They're not that bad.
Are they stale?
They're not bad.
Are they stale?
On a scale from 1 to 10, they're like a 2 or 3 of stale.
10 being like the most stale?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's workable. I got 4 or 5.
Well, anyway. So basically, because Fabian's parents were so upset that their son was like a singer and violin player and makeup guy instead of a hockey guy, they did a thing where like they would take in junior hockey players who were like traveling for a season.
Oh, just to like make him feel bad?
No, just because they were so desperate to like have a hockey player to like be involved with hockey somehow since their son was not playing hockey, I guess. And Fabian always, he hates hockey, he hated this. The hockey players were always like homophobic and shit, and he was like a makeup guy, so like that just wasn't gonna work. He was just upset. But one of them was Ryan Price. He stayed with them back when they were both 17.
And they developed a romance.
Wow. No.
What part of the book are we at?
Well, I'm just like setting it up.
Oh my god! We need to keep this moving.
So, but that was back when they were 17, and they both were like into each other because they were both gay. But like he was in the closet, like Fabian wasn't really in the closet because he was wearing makeup. But I don't care if that's problematic to say. That's just how it was. But like Price was fully in the closet, and the way Price has been living, it's like,
Look, you can see the ears.
Price hooks up with men every now and then. He's like gay and like he just doesn't really talk about it. He's like, Scott Hunter came out and everything, so like it's not socially unacceptable for hockey players to be gay anymore, but also because apparently he says like a couple other hockey players have come out since Scott Hunter that we just haven't been hearing about. But the other thing is that like he was like, you know, all of these hockey players who have boyfriends, like their boyfriend is like a certain type. Like he's not the type of guy I like, who's like more androgynous. He's like, so I think it's only socially acceptable for an NHL player to have a boyfriend if he's like
the buff kind of guy.
like Kip, you know, who like wasn't buff but was like not androgynous either.
Like he's like, yeah, okay, yeah. Oh, so he wants like a feminine guy.
Like maybe like Fabian.
Oh.
So anyway, Fabian and Ryan. Oh, and another thing is, like I said, he has anxiety around everything. He has major performance anxiety as far as sex goes. And in the first chapter, we get this scene of him.
What, he like can't go hard?
In the first chapter, we get this scene of him jerking off, which is really like not great. And that scene is really like, if you can make it through that scene, you just gotta make it through that scene, and then you can get through the rest of the book, because that scene is just like not great to read at all.
Continue talking.
It's horrible. It's literally in chapter 1. Yeah, it's
Oh, it's right here. Keep talking. I'll multitask.
So it's terrible, and you'll see. Rachel Reed finally found out what foreskin is. It took her 2 books to figure that out. In fact, in general, this book has less 18+ scenes than the other ones. So to make up for that, we unlocked a lot of exciting new vocabulary words that were used.
This is a disgusting dick. I would not fuck this. I'm just saying. Ew! This is disgusting! No. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right, okay.
But anyway, that's pretty much all of that. But he like I don't know why he was like talking to his dick for a second. I've never done that.
That's
personally.
gross. Yeah, ew, like out loud.
Never. I don't think I've ever even talked to it in my head.
Yeah, what the? Rachel Reed. I feel like now hate me for this. I feel like what Rachel Reed writes is low-key like homophobic. Like there is an undertone of homophobia to have a woman write gay man novels. And have it be kind of gross. Purposefully a little. I don't know if that's purposefully gross or if she just thought that's how, like, is this how she thinks that gay people operate? If so, that's like a little bit homophobic. That's just what I think. Like, and then she's describing like gay porn. And I will say, we have talked about this numerous times. Like, I do not understand gay male porn, but I don't pretend like I do. She thinks that she does, but that seems like...
No, there is like, a lot of gay porn. There's just people jerking off.
Well, no, I know that. I'm just saying, like, it seems like somehow, like, she's fetishizing gay communities and also being low-key, like, homophobic at the same time. I'm not gay. I can't comment on that. I'm just saying that's how it feels.
Well, I think she's watched porn with, like, women in it, though.
So have I.
No, I pointed to you and said that. I was talking about you.
Oh. Right, but so Rachel Reed is just like loving watching gay porn, male porn. Weird.
Anyway, so Ryan and Fabian live in the same city now, basically. They live in Toronto, and Fabian is... There they are. There they are.
Hi!
We are in the midst of recording.
Who's on the phone?
Say hi to the camera.
In the event that children walk on frame, everything's getting blacked out.
Yeah.
So, Fabian is making money off his music a little bit. He does shows and stuff, and has music online. He's putting together an album, but he's also making money at the drugstore, and that's where they meet. Okay.
Okay. We are just that they met.
Yes. I will try to get through a lot of this quickly because honestly, a lot of it is kind of the same stuff happening over and over again. But they do meet at the drugstore. They remember who each other is, even though they both thought that they would have forgotten who each other was. Fabian happens to mention that that he's performing at this local venue.
Kids. Hey guys.
Layla saves the day.
Ooh, your hand is cold.
Do you like my lashes?
Yeah, they look pretty.
Are they too much?
No, they look natural.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I just put like 12s on
No
there.
touching.
It's like just the 12 millimeter. Like I didn't really
Yeah. I mean, that's what I do. I just put 14 on my ends because I like my ends fuller, and then the rest I do either 11 or 12.
Yeah, I feel like
Because it
12
goes
is
natural.
14 is like too big.
Yeah.
It's just all 12 like that.
Don't.
Yeah. Don't touch the phone.
Oh my god, that's how far we are? No.
How long have we been recording?
Like 30 minutes.
I mean, the last video we weren't even through half the book, and it was like an hour and 20 minutes long. Yeah, you have to be gentle.
Fucking fab! Let's go!
I'm being honest. I cannot think while these children are making noise.
That's what I'm saying though.
So that is the next thing that happens, I guess. So he goes to see the show. Remember that we said was going to happen. And he's like absolutely just amazed by it. He's like, oh my god, how is one person? Because it's one of those things where like he plays it, each instrument records it, then like plays it all together on the computer and then sings. He's like amazed. He's like, oh my god, this is the most beautiful thing of all time. How is someone?
And he's like androgynous as hell.
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, this is so amazing, and the person is so beautiful, and I don't know how anyone could ever be so amazing at doing this.
But then he can't get hard.
That's not his fault. He has anxiety.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, is that like the climax of it? Is that like a recurring?
And then,
So let's get to the sex.
so Fabian notices that he's there, and he introduces him to his friends. His friends' names are Vanessa, Marcus, and Tarek.
Correct?
They're all gay. I guess in Toronto you can find a lot of gay people. Ryan comes out, I guess, and Fabian is surprised because he's a hockey player who's like 6'7" and giant.
Okay.
Rex's been flirting with the guy, that's not important. Fabian takes Ryan, well, Ryan helps carry Fabian's equipment back to his apartment. And then they just like kind of feel awkward. They don't actually do anything at that point, which, you know, is impressive because usually at this point in the book, this is where we're already throwing down.
Right.
But like, no, they actually don't do anything when they get back to the apartment.
Those are probably so stale.
I see.
Those are gonna be so stale.
Try to bite it. Please try to bite
No,
one.
I will not do
Just
that.
try to bite one.
So Ryan's on the phone with his sister who tells him to buy furniture because he's literally living in a penthouse with no furniture.
Is this important?
I'm just like, I'm going through pretty quickly at this point, quicker than I was.
Egg.
Oh yeah, Fabian gossips with his friends all the time about like what's going on with Ryan, and they tease him like a shit ton about it.
See.
There's no footage right now.
That dust all over you.
And yeah, they're like, well, they're thrilled. Like his friends are thrilled that he's like, that this is happening with him. Even though they like haven't really done anything, but you know, they both are like kind of into each other, but like they both also kind of like, they're like, I would never do anything with him. Like we used to live together, and either way, he's certainly not into me. Like I'm certainly not his type. In fact, they are each other's types, and like we know this, but like they don't know this because why would we ever talk about these kind of things?
Right.
Wyatt helps Ryan put together his apartment, and Ryan comes out to Wyatt. Wyatt's an ally, so that's a great thing.
Cards and people.
Layla's doing this off camera.
Cards and people. What is all over your shoes?
Tomato soup.
Okay.
Yep. I will not explain that. Ryan has anxiety while ordering a chai latte. He like can't even do that because that's how bad his anxiety is.
Sweet salsa!
Listen, that was Maria for like a long time with me.
Right, when they didn't give you the sweet and sour sauce, I had to go up and order it. Be like, can I please have some sweet and sour?
Oh, Ryan and Fabian go on. Ryan and Fabian like kind of go on a date because Fabian just said like, oh, I'll show you around Toronto, and they eat at this Asian place, and they get tonkatsu ramen, and it annoys me because they spell tonkatsu wrong. Have you ever had tonkatsu?
What the fuck is a tonkatsu? You're just being woke and pronouncing it correctly.
No,
A tonkatsu or whatever?
tonkatsu, like the deep fried pork cutlet.
What is that?
Girl, goodbye.
It's one of like most well-known Japanese dishes.
Well, have you had fucking tonkatsu?
No, but I want to.
Okay, then don't pronounce it tonkatsu.
I want it. It has like my two favorite words relating to food: deep fried and pork.
Pork is not good.
I love pork.
Don't do that.
Oh yeah. Ryan's fear of flying comes up all the time because, you know, he's a hockey player. They have to fly to cities all the time. And every single time he has a fucking panic attack about it. But Wyatt helps him out with that. Because, like I said, he's like his only friend and they're on the same team.
Go ahead.
So Ryan tells Fabian about his fear of flying, his performance anxiety when he has sex, because for some reason that comes up. Because like they each end up saying these like flirty lines to each other randomly and then being like, oh shit, wait, why did I say that? I shouldn't have said that. But they don't know that the other one's the other one likes it every time. And then we have, it looks like, Price and Rosnov are still like kind of, they talk to each other whenever they like see each other, whenever Toronto plays against Ottawa. Because remember, Rosnov plays for Ottawa now. That was a new development at the end of the second book.
Right.
And Toronto and Ottawa are a couple hours apart, I guess. I think they're both in Ontario.
They are.
Look at her Canadian expert ass. Her grandpa lives in Canada. That's why she knows this stuff.
Chill. You're the tonkatsu expert, whatever the hell that is.
And they're even eating tonkatsu.
Can't you pronounce it the Americanized way?
My way I pronounce it the American way.
Layla's over outside, but you gotta stay here for a little bit while Layla will be back in a minute.
Okay, just wait for the children to shut up then.
Exactly.
Don't tell me to go while the children are yelling. If you're overstimulated, because that's only going to make it worse.
But this is too drawn out.
I'm trying to go fast now, but then the children keep yelling. Unless if there's a reason why I always talk about hitting children.
They're little Franklins.
No,
They are like Franklin.
Go the other way.
So Fabian has started to watch Ryan's hockey games on TV at the bar in an attempt to like have something to talk about with him. I mean, not like they don't have stuff to talk about, but like he wants to support him. Even though he hates hockey, he wants to support him.
Those aren't steel?
I mean, yeah, but my back.
Do I have a cut on my back? Right here.
I mean, a little one right here.
Frank scratched me. I was sitting on the toilet, peeing. And Frank, you know how I have the toilet paper on top of the lid thing? I don't have the tank or whatever?
Yeah.
Frank got up and he tried to jump and like knock it off, except he just like down the side of me. I was like, Frank! Frank does scratch. He's bad. Yeah, he's right there. He's bad. He is bad. We are like a quarter done.
We're a third of the way done. Well, and I'm trying to go fast. And again, a lot of the stuff that happens in here is the same stuff happening over and over again.
Let's go.
Well, I'm these children are going to go to the pool eventually.
Come on.
So it looks like we have, Ryan continues to hang out with Fabian and his friends at like the gay club. Fabian, goes home with Ryan again. They talk about, what type of guys they're into.
Okay.
And, Fabian says, thank you for showing up at my recital back when I was 17, because he had a recital back when he was 17 that his entire family didn't go to because they were busy going to a hockey game instead, because they don't care about him, they don't care about hockey. But Ryan went to the recital, and he's always been thankful for that, and so now he says thank you. They go back to Fabian's apartment, and this is where they find out that they like each other, and they kiss. But Ryan is like, no, this is not okay.
Should we just like...
There is no other day we can ever do this.
There literally is. Like sometime next week.
No, next week I need to be like getting through book 4.
Let's go.
So the next thing that happens in the book after they basically tell each other, well, Ryan tells Fabian that like I can't like date you or anything, like I'm such an unhappy person, I beat people up for a living and you're just like a ray of sunshine and you like play music and you have these lovely friends and you go out to gay clubs and I cannot be with you. So then Fabian's just like upset, and Ryan's like, "Fuck! Why did I like kick the only good thing I have in my life out of my life?" So
Yeah,
then,
like loser.
so then they start texting again, and they're like, "Hey, maybe we can actually." Okay, so listen. So up until this point, Ryan has not looked like how he was on the cover. Okay, he had like long hair and like a neck beard, kind of like how I have right now, I
He's
guess.
like a Discord mod. Ew.
Like I'm not in cosplay right now. I just haven't shaved because I've been living here because of the tornado. But then he like he like shaves because he's like, wait, like this good thing is potentially in my life. I'm gonna make myself look better. So he shaves, and he also gets a haircut.
But he's still sad.
Oh, and then he tries to go to Dallas Kent's birthday party. Remember the asshole?
Yeah.
And it's like a mansion. Yeah, I love this part. He says, Kent's house looks like it had been decorated by a team of frat boys who had each been given $1 million and told to spend it on rich guy things. And then he's like, this place is just full of like young women who are like dressed scantily, and like he's like, Kent talks about women in like horrible ways, and like he's like, I hate this place so much. He goes to see Fabian and his friends instead because they're celebrating Tarek's birthday at the gay club. So he's like, I would rather be here. And then something I didn't tell you yet because I didn't want to say this in the presence of children, even though these children like can't even understand English yet, is that Fabian's friend Vanessa works at a sex toy shop and always gives like products to Fabian to have him test them out.
Okay.
And so she gave him this dildo or something and told him to test it out. And he ends up testing it out with Ryan when they go home. Which, yes, it's in chapter 16 that we finally get to the sexual stuff. Like, world record for Rachel Reed right here. So they try to use the dildo. It turns out to be terrible. And where's the part where the dildo ends up being terrible? It's great. Where is it? This is like the best thing. Did they not use it yet? Shit. Maybe they didn't use it yet.
I need to go switch my laundry.
Guys, I'm so sorry that this video has been truly terrible. I thought it couldn't get any worse than the last video. You know, the one about the second book. Turns out there's no low bar for this channel. It can always get worse. I realized that I have to give this book to you so you can read this because this is Fabian's reaction to the dick that you hated.
This is so weird. This is so fucking weird.
See, Fabian also starts talking to the dick as if it's a person. Like, this is not something that people do. Like, you know, obviously I've never had gay sex, but like, I wouldn't do that. I feel like the rest of it isn't really important. But they don't have, like, they just, like, they kind of just, like, do, like, jerk-off kind of stuff. Because Ryan tells him, like, how hard of a time he has finishing, and so Fabian becomes, like, absolutely determined. He's like, oh, I'm going to figure out how to do it.
Yeah, then they're not.
Meanwhile, yeah, Fabian is like, yeah, I finished in, like, 2 seconds. He's like, I finished before the clothes even come off. Oh, yeah. This was a great thing that I wanted to make sure we talked about. The use of the word detonate to describe it.
Is it a bomb?
It detonated.
Okay.
So, what happens next? I think this was in Ryan's penthouse, which is in the gay district of Toronto. By the way, I didn't even mention that.
Good.
Yeah, it's called The Village, I guess. I don't know if that's a real thing. Yeah, we get a lot of talk about what sex scenes there are. Talk about your favorite, and of course by that I mean least favorite thing a lot.
I have a story about that afterwards, but we can't have that.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you hate balls, you hate men.
You're telling me you enjoy it?
What?
Concept?
Yeah.
Kind of like gross looking. Are they not?
No.
Yes.
So yeah, they do a lot of like dirty talk because that's the only way. They have to do like really slow and like dirty talk in order to get Ryan to the point of finishing.
Was it dirty talk talking to their dick?
No.
Seemed like that.
They really like Folgers coffee, I guess.
Like what?
Folgers, you know, like the instant coffee.
Okay.
Oh shit! Okay, this is kind of the thing. So we get to the point of they watch on TV as Hollandaise and Rozanov announce their charity. Remember, that's from the epilogue of book 2, the Irina Foundation. They announced that. Oh, and Troy Barrett said they were because at this point this is the first time anyone notices that like the two of them are friends, and they're like, wait, when the hell did they become friends? And Troy Barrett, who's like Dallas Kent's asshole friend, he's like, they're probably fucking. And Kent is like, okay, well, I almost called him cunt. Okay, well, I guess he is, though. He's like, Rosna would never, but I bet Hollandaise is a homo. And then Brian is like, you know what? Fuck this. He says, he's like, I'm gay, and you will never be homophobic again. But he says it in a lot, you know, he says it in a way more threatening way than I just said it, because he's like 6'7" and giant. Like, I'm gonna figure out what that is in centimeters and say that next time.
I think it's 16700.
That's completely wrong.
207.
That's way too much. Oh, I think this might be a new word we unlocked during one of the sex scenes.
He's wearing a thong?
Oh yeah, he's wearing like this like lace.
A lace thong? On a man? Ew. Naked underneath jeans? Ew!
No, because he was wearing this like one-piece suit or something. Yeah, a jumpsuit that he really liked.
He's not wearing underwear?
No, he is. That's what Ryan said. He thought he was only wearing the jumpsuit, but then he is wearing.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, he's under the assumption that you are not wearing underwear. That is gross. Men are disgusting. Like.
But then he is wearing like lace lingerie, panties. Oh, we never had the word panties before in one of these. Some part of him wished his teammates could see him now on his knees for a man wearing lace underwear and makeup. They'd never understand this for them to understand. I read that. Whatever, I like that part, okay? I actually like those couple sentences.
Where are we looking at?
Over here.
Oh.
Oh, this is when they use the dildo, okay. But yeah, I guess Fabian likes fucking people more so than Hollandaise did in the last book, who really hates fucking people, but loves getting fucked.
But, like, this is what I'm confused about with male gay sex. If you're taking it, like, there's like no end, there's like only pain.
Have you ever had?
No! By the idea, it would hurt more than it would feel good.
I have heard that if you do it right, it is not supposed to be very painful.
It's gonna be very painful, I'm sure. It has to. It's like this big.
Neither of us is in a very good position to be commenting on whether or not it's painful.
I don't know. And you can't, like, it doesn't, like, get wet like a vagina. So.
That's why you use lubricant gel.
Yeah, but I don't know.
My goodness, Ryan, come over here and tell me more of your ideas. Again, so much interesting dialogue here. We got a cock ring over here.
Oh my.
He was like a present that you just keep unwrapping.
I haven't got there yet.
I guess we can probably assume that Rachel Reed enjoys using sex toys.
This is like too much for me.
Yes! Okay, wait. So on this page over here that I don't think you're at yet, we get a word that I so did not expect to ever read.
Okay. I'm getting to it.
There it is. There it is.
You're using that in like sex talk? Girl, goodbye. Who is saying that? Who is saying that? Okay, wait, I gotta get there. No.
So the word in question is perineum. If you don't know what that is,
Perineum.
I'm sorry for you, but
It's not.
I think it's a pretty great thing
not
myself.
Perineum.
it is though.
No, it's not. Like, I'm the medical professional. It's not.
You're not no professional. Where's your PhD?
Girl, goodbye.
I don't think Rachel Reed knew what the perineum was.
Is it touching my perineum? Yes, cutie. No. And ribbons.
Oh yeah, the ribbons came back from the first book. If you remember that one.
shall I get you dressed? In reference to putting a condom on, I don't like that.
What does Dr. Riker want?
Dr. Anderson is in town.
Who the fuck is that?
I don't know, one of my dad's friends, but he's like really cool, I like him a lot. So he's in town, so my dad wanted me to, he's at dinner or lunch or whatever with Dr. Anderson, and he was like, are you coming? And he texted me that at 1 o'clock, and so I texted him back, and I said, when? He didn't respond, I called him twice, he didn't respond, he calls me back now, he's like, are you coming? I was like, Dad, it's 3 o'clock, like you have to go to work in an hour and a half, so. That was like way too much for me, I didn't enjoy that.
Yeah, so that was, yeah, she didn't like the sexy, I didn't think you would. There's this other scene, I don't remember where it is, where like, so, there's this thing, there's this excerpt from 50 Shades of Grey, wherein, like, the dude, like, pulls down his pants, and she's like, holy cow! And there's, like, something almost exactly like that somewhere in here, wherein he's like, holy smokes!
Holy smokes!
And I'm like, what am I reading?
Like, it was supposed to be so big. You are gonna get shit on your dick.
Most people don't care about that.
That is so gross. That is so gross.
And that's why you're not the one who's involved with that.
Like, you wouldn't care if you were topping somebody and you pull it and there's like shit all over your dick? That wouldn't turn you off?
It depends on how hot the person is.
So nasty. That is so gross. And also, like, that's a lot of bacteria and
Yeah.
bad things in there. And you're just putting that all over your dick.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't have sex with someone if I didn't speak to a doctor beforehand.
Why would you need to speak to a doctor?
Why wouldn't you speak to a doctor beforehand?
I don't speak to a doctor before I have sex.
Well, she's living on the edge, apparently. Anyway, so we're at this point where we have this guy named Duncan Harvey that we've never heard of before, where basically he fights people just like Ryan does, except for it says that he doesn't fight quite like Ryan does. He fights like he has nothing to lose. He's had trouble with addiction, and he's been in rehab, in and out. And he plays for like Chicago or something, and then they face each other on the ice, and Harvey like tries to start a fight, and Ryan's like, I don't want to. He's like, Fabian has been like trying to convince him, like, please, like, don't fight. He's like, I hate that you fight people. And Ryan's like, okay, like I don't like fighting either, so like, okay. But then Harvey comes up, and he's like trying to fight like so hard, and then he literally headbutts him, and I guess that's usually not allowed in hockey. I don't know what kind of fighting is or isn't allowed in hockey. And it like really like fucks Ryan up, and then Fabian watches the game, and he's like, oh my god, this is like the worst day of my life, as if he's the one who just got headbutted on the ice. And then yeah, it's like, and then okay, yeah, so Fabian like looks up like Ryan fighting on YouTube, because there's a lot of different videos of it. He's like, God, I just can't like reconcile this aspect of this man, like I know him as someone completely different, but then
But
there's
that's
this
just
other,
like his job.
he's like,
though.
but then there's this other side of him, and I just can't reconcile the two at all.
I don't understand. Like, that's just his job.
Well, I guess you'd be able to reconcile it, but Fabian can't.
Layla says we have to finish because the kids are out of the pool.
Yeah, we're getting there. God, Fabian like goes back home at Christmas, and his parents are horrible, and I hate them so much. They bring up this like meltdown that Ryan had in his previous season before he got traded to Toronto, and basically what that ends up being is that he just had a like whole ass panic attack, like after beating someone up, and he had to walk off the ice and like strip off his clothes. He didn't get like naked, but he had to like strip off his hockey uniform because he was like truly just like feeling like he was dying. Blah blah blah. They talk a lot about like him fighting and how he like actually hates everything about like what he does in life. What I didn't mention is that he sometimes goes with Wyatt to the like community center, and they like play hockey with kids, and that's something he actually does like. Because he likes hockey, he just hates that he just gets used for beating people up.
Kids. Like what? Like they're coaching the kids?
Like, I don't know.
Like they're playing hockey with children?
I don't know, okay? But But listen, this just ties into what's coming up. So Wyatt is not playing for Toronto anymore. He gets traded to Ottawa, and so like without him, like Ryan truly has like nothing left that he even likes. And so he's like, he's like, I'm quitting. He's like, I'm quitting hockey. Like I just can't do this anymore.
Okay.
Which that was like the first thing you said in this video. Like, why doesn't he just quit? And eventually he got there too. He's like, you know what? I'm quitting because like one of the things he was saying
What
was,
is Fabian's job?
remember he does music and works at the drugstore.
God, what a loser. Okay.
Well, and that's another thing too that they talked about. So Fabian actually was into the Toronto Symphony for a minute, but he hated it, so he left. And he's like, so why don't you do the same thing, Ryan? You hate hockey, why don't you just leave? And Ryan's like, because think of how many people would kill to be in the NHL. Like, I made it, I can't just blow it. But
Right.
now he hates it so bad, he's like, I'm quitting.
It's like
Let someone else have the position who wants it. Like, I just can't do it anymore.
It's like 5 stars.
So, Duncan Harvey, the guy who fights people like crazy and is an addict, he kills himself.
Oh,
He ODs on something and kills himself.
on purpose or on accident?
I think it's left unknown, but the point is Ryan is like, you know what, I don't really like him, but I'm gonna go to the funeral. And he goes there, and like nobody's there. Like barely anyone is at that funeral. But Rozanov is there
Okay.
because his mother killed herself, so he feels a connection with him. And so Rozanov, Rozanov plays for Ottawa, and now Wyatt is also playing for Ottawa. And Rozanov tells Ryan about the part of the charity, the Arena Foundation that him and Hollandaise are doing. They're setting up hockey camps for kids in Ottawa and Montreal, and he wants Ryan to help out. And Ryan's like, you know what? That's something I can do. I hate playing hockey. I'm quitting the NHL, but that is something I will do. So Fabian plays his like album release show. Ryan goes to it and tells him that he quit hockey. And Fabian's like, I'm surprised, because that was another thing, was Ryan was starting to develop an addiction to painkillers at the end, and so he saw Harvey, and he was like, no, I cannot, this is my future, I can't do it. We're at the end of the video. You can come in, but I'm just saying, we're at the end of the video, don't go thinking we're like in the middle of it.
Okay.
So, basically, end of book, Ryan and Fabian are together and happy. Ryan is like happy for the first time in his life, and he goes, in the epilogue, he goes to help out at the camp like he promised Rozanov he would, and he may or may not walk in on Rozanov and Hollandaise making out in the office.
Come on. I love.
And he's like, here's this like form I need you guys to sign.
I love Evil Ryan and his little James Charles toy.
And then they're like, you're not going to tell anyone about this, right? And he's like, no, why the fuck would I tell anyone about this? And then that's the end of book 3. And that's the end of this terrible video. Thoughts on book 3?
No, I think I think it was better than Heated Rivalry, but I think the first one was the best.
The first one probably is the best.
And also this video is a disaster.
It's so bad. I thought the last one was the worst it could get, but no. Like
this might be contender for like worst video on the channel.
It's a really hard battle to see which video would be the absolute worst on the channel, because there's some truly terrible content
I
on
think
here.
this one is close. I think it's up there. So.
Next time, book 4. Hopefully that will be soon.
Well, we said this one was gonna be quick. It ended up being an hour and a half.
But that's unedited. Most of that's getting cut out because it's like
Yeah.
the children.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So this will be shorter than the previous one was.
I hope so.
It is.